Well, that went by like a millisecond, didn't it? Summer's kaput, it's over, it's done. Summer got stabbed in the butt, and it died. When it comes to the box office laws, it is done, it's over. And I know you're gonna tell me, oh, well, that's not the logic you went by last episode. Screw you, okay? I've got a whole bunch of movies I've got backed up now. A whole bunch, my god. This is gonna be the most I've ever done in one sitting. All the summer movies of this summer season, all the kids' movies of this summer season that I have not talked about yet, I will in this video. Okay, not all of them, of course, like, I didn't give two fucks about 9 Lives, so let's start with, of course, that Disney movie. Yes, that Disney movie with the big giant CGI character who accompanies this small live-action child in this live-action world. And of course I am talking about... you're probably thinking I'm talking about Pete's Dragon, don't you? Well, no, fuck you. I'm talking about the one that you probably don't remember as well as Pete's Dragon, and that, of course, is the B.F.G. Big Fucking Giant. No, that's what I wish it was called. No, Big Friendly Giant. And frankly, of the two, I liked this one more. I really did. I was included in those 8 people that saw that movie. Seriously, no one talked about this film when it came out. I didn't see that many big reviewers talk about it because literally no one saw it. Like, nobody. Like, I know Pete's Dragon didn't do that well either, but compared to the B.F.G., Pete's Dragon is freaking Jurassic World in comparison. And so now we must explore why. And you would think that this would have been a done deal for a box office success, or at least a not box office flop, because it has Steven Spielberg attached. A friggin' Hollywood icon, like a friggin' icon who could like direct a movie about a guy taking a shit for 3 hours and it would be a box office sensation. So I think I'm beginning to realize why this wasn't a success, and it's because I think people are beginning to feel a little bit of Spielberg fatigue. Like, they're getting a little bit too tired of Spielberg. Because you got these other big, larger-than-life, famous Hollywood icons, and they made a whole bunch of movies too, but they started doing it a little bit here and there every now and then. And Spielberg used to be in that case too, where he would just make some movies every now and then he would have breaks. But now he makes them more and more frequent. And so because of that, I think people are getting a little bit too tired of Spielberg making films, regardless of whether or not they're actually good. Because if they are good, then it's like, oh, big shock, a Steven Spielberg movie that was good, whatever. Oh, it's boring now. Oh, it's not as much of a surprise that he makes a good movie. Oh, I wish we were back in the days where he worked with John Belushi and made bad movies. Why can't we have that? At least that was shocking, as opposed to now, where it's boring. But not only that, but the material he's adapting is the work of Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl. It's been a while since I've heard his name being pronounced, so I don't friggin' know. But you know who I'm talking about, that guy, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory guy. This was the mind behind James and the Giant Peach, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Witches, and Matilda. All of those creepy-ass kids' movies that you saw when you were a child that were whimsical and traumatizing at the same time, those are all based on doll works. And because of that, you would think that this one would be that same case. And maybe because I am not a kid anymore, it did not traumatize me in a positive way like the others when I was young. Or maybe it's because it's a combination that was never really meant to happen. Spielberg and Roald Dahl, or however the hell you pronounce his name. Because Spielberg is known for the clean and crisp children's tales. Yes, sure, he was a little nitty and gritty and muddy with E.T., but he kind of cleaned himself up for Adventures of Tintin. With that one, he kind of like spiffed things up and made it all squeaky clean. And he kept that way of doing things for kids' movies for this one. And maybe he shouldn't, because maybe he should have gotten all muddy and nitty-gritty for this one, because the subject matter is all nitty and gritty, you know, like actual legitimate cannibalism, although then again, the people who are eating kids are not humans per se, but they look like humans. They're giant, big, giant humans, and from what I understand, they're less human-like in the book, but in this version, the giants are not only more human-like, but also they look like me, so I'm like, oh, my brothers, they're my brothers, they're my family, they got my backs. But yeah, apparently they deserved what they got at the end of the movie, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not too dark what happens to them, but at the same time, it's like, oh, isn't that a little bit harsh what you're doing to them? I mean, sure, they wanted to eat kids, but then again, it could have been a lot worse, like what happened to those other villains of Roald Dahl books. But the movie, even though in the stylistic sense it doesn't really match what you've got in the other films, it does still have that spirit of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Matilda and James and the Giant Peach in how really weird and all of the really stark, just huge big turns it takes, and it's not like there's like a huge shocking twist of the movie, you know, like we do have a revelation, and it's a really sad revelation, but it's not one that's like all shocking that we didn't see coming. It's not really a plot twist as much as it is like just a direction that the story is taking, and that's really weird as all fuck. Like, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't read the original material, because like this thing that happens, like, it's not a twist, but at the same time it's not something I would see coming, and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie doing? Why the fuck are we going this direction? It's unexpected, I'll give it that, and when a movie surprises me, you know, regardless of whether or not it's a good surprise or a bad surprise, I still have to give the movie props for surprising me, you know, instead of giving me a predictable as all fuck movie, like that other CGI character befriends a small live-action child Disney movie of this summer, where it was all predictable as all fuck. Oh, but I'll cross that bridge, like I said, crossing the bridge when I get there. So overall, this movie does have what I'm looking for in balancing the dark moments with the light moments, and there is a lot of light moments, and you can always count on old Spielberg for the whimsical, but at the same time, maybe it shouldn't have been this type of whimsical, the way too familiar type whimsical. The concept itself is unexpected and unique, but the execution, not so much. So you would have thought this would have been a formula for a success. You know, Steven Spielberg, Roald Dahl, Disney, and it turns out no one friggin' gave a fuck about it. Just me and a couple of other people, and I'm actually okay with that. You know, I'm actually okay with being one of the only few to give this movie a fuck. It makes me feel like I'm a part of an elite club, you know, an elite club where not everyone can get to be in the club. You can only be in the club if you gave a fuck about the B.F.G. Yeah, so if you didn't, then get out of the club. And so I am a part of this small but strong club that will remember this movie while everyone else is like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's a BFG? Is it a butt-fucking goat? You're a pervert with your butt-fucking goat. Alright, so that's the big friendly giant. I give it probably a solid 3 out of 5 upside-down fizzy drinks that make you fart fire. Yay, the Gorgies survived that! You would have thought they would have gotten exploded into pieces, but no, they're fine, apparently. They didn't obliterate. Alright, next up is... Wait a minute. What the hell? What's this? Am I being abducted by fucking aliens? Why? This movie had nothing to do with aliens? Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. I thought I told Graviton that I am trying to seclude myself from other villains for the sake of my mental health. Well, too bad, Frederick, because we need you. What? For an orgy? Well, guess what? I'm not properly prepared for such a activity. Don't flatter yourself. Then why the hell did you teleport me with whatever the hell you used?
It's called alien technology, or as we aliens call it, technology.
Your disassociation with all of society has caused you to be unaware of the current times. The world is about to end. This world was created with a purpose, but someone has taken away that purpose, and so the earth has been slowly dying. What's the purpose? And who is this madman? Her name is Amanda Waller. Holy fuck, you mean to tell me that my ex is causing the end of the world? Wait a minute. She's your ex? Tell us everything. Okay, well you see, every night we would no, we don't need to know that. Shut the fuck up, Krang. You don't speak for all of us. No, Blob, you are here because you have the ability to give this world back its purpose. To talk about pop culture stuff on the internet. So all I've gotta do is keep talking about that stuff, and the world will keep on turning? Yes, however, the world is in such a bad condition at the moment, due to deterioration, that your reviewing will not be enough. We need to stop Amanda Waller. Isn't that kind of harsh? I mean, I know she's my ex, but we're all on the same rowboat trying to row our boat to destroy the superhero. I don't know why we have to turn on each other. That was the same thing that Graviton said, but look at him now. What happened to Graviton? I haven't seen him in such a long time. We have no idea. He tried to negotiate with her, but never returned. We need to attack now, while the iron is still hot. Well, I guess since you guys have no choice, I guess you're gonna have to— Wait! Stop everything! Oh, there he is! There's Graviton!
There's my little asshole douchebag friend.
We need to work on your complimenting skills, Dark Overlord. But yes, I have returned, people, and I have some great news for you. The war on Amanda Waller is over! I don't believe it. How do we not know she implanted a bomb into your head, just like the others, and is forcing you to say these things? Come on, guys, you need to believe me. I have struck a core with her associates, and they have overthrown Waller. She no longer has power. Well, where is she right now? Well, since we took over her facility, she has escaped with the only few squad members who still had her loyalty. They're still at large, but what's important is that they're no longer in control of the world.
I don't mean to bother you, boss, but this new facility for Task Force X isn't exactly what we had in mind. Yeah, we prefer the other base. Nyap, 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 nyap. Well, sorry, boys, but you're gonna have to do, alright? I need to think about what I'm gonna do next. God damn it, I gotta figure this shit out. Gotta figure what the fuck to do. Shit. Well, just to be safe, one of you needs to go searching for her to make sure that she is indeed no longer in power. I volunteer. Well, since no one volunteers, I guess I will do it. Did you not just hear me? I said that I would do it. Like I said, no one else is stepping forward, so I guess I'll go look for Amanda Waller.
Maybe you should use a crummy dating site. That's how I found her. Oh, God. But if she's truly out of power, then that means the Earth should be mending from the wounds. Is there any way of knowing? Well, it just so happens that we have someone observing the world from the outside looking in. Ah, you're talking about General Zod, right? He's not Zod anymore. He's Doomsday. You're both wrong. He's no longer Doomsday either. He is Mr. Mitzel plays Doomsday. Yeah, what the third guy said. And to answer your question, Papa Midnight, the answer is nope, the Earth is still getting worse. It is awful. It's like Mad Max out there. Seriously, this Earth is going down the shitter. That means that Graviton is lying. They truly are taking him over and brainwashing him. Oh God, we need to destroy that squad at once. No, they're good people. Well, not the superheroes, but they're good to us. You need to believe me. You know, you guys really should give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been giving more purpose to this world by reviewing stuff than any of you have. Excuse me? Well, other than you, fat ass. Oh, thank you. Fine. We'll give him a chance. We will travel to that base and see if Graviton is telling the truth. Yes, but make sure that none of you are trigger happy, okay? Let's not cause a war to happen. Well, you don't have to worry about me, because I'm gonna be observing all this from the outside. And if the world ends, then, well, at least I don't have to deal with it, because I'm on a different plane of existence than all of you. I don't give a fuck. Oh, great. Now we have one less soldier for this brigade. So, is everyone in agreement that we will do this? Yes, everyone is in agreement. Oh, hey guys, I think something is happening to me. I'm gaining my face. Oh my God, I'm a fully formed person now. But I need to take advantage of that. I'm not just gonna die. I need to fight for continuing to survive. So if there's a chance that the Earth is indeed over, then we need to fight. We need to do everything in our power to continue. Let's do it, guys. There's nothing standing in our... Holy shit! He turned into dust just like all the other clones. Oh man, he was my space buddy. But he leaves his legacy and the inspiration for us to continue on. Alright, soldiers, let's go out there and see what we can do about this apocalypse. Yeah! Well, wait a minute, am I still needed here? The world is still deteriorating, so we still need you to help mend it with your reviewing skills. Yeah, sure. The thing you told me earlier, except the circumstances have changed. Good luck, Blob. I would do it myself, but I need to make sure that nothing irrational happens. Oh man. Oh, what the fucking fuck? So, apparently I need to keep doing this, because if I don't, everything is gonna friggin' blow up and die. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the pressure. Jesus Christ. Would have been better if you didn't tell me. I was gonna review these movies anyway. You didn't need to add this pressure. Fuck. Alright. Okay. The next movie to talk about is The Secret Life of Pets. Yes, this was the movie that everyone was giving attention to, but it was negative attention. It was the expectation that this was going to be seriously unoriginal, like everything we've ever seen before. Hell, I remember coming up with the concept of this movie when I was a freaking kid. Yes, I came up with this movie when I was a kid. I was like, hey, what if Pixar did a movie about pets instead of toys? Now, of course, this movie is not Pixar. This is Illumination Studios. Yes, the people behind Minions. And that would probably make a lot of people immediately tempted to punch this movie in the face. I wouldn't, because, I killed a couple of Minions once by accident, so I'm a little guilt-tripped by them at the moment, of course. But if you look at the two Despicable Me films without focusing on the annoyingness of the Minions, they're actually quite good. They're above mediocre, basically. They're above average. So that's what I expected from this film, and that's what I got. Above average. It's not bad. And is it what everyone was accusing it of? Being unoriginal? Okay, listen, guys. Do you know what was the main criticism of the best animated film of last year, Inside Out? The criticism was that it was unoriginal just because we've seen that concept before of a bunch of little people inside of your head. But that was the point of that movie. The point was that it was something you've seen a billion times before, but done in a new, exciting way. And I think that was kind of what they were going for this movie over at Illumination Studios, was like, hey, everyone is already aware of this overused trope of taking talking animals and exploring what they do when the humans aren't watching. I mean, that's just about every animated film in the 2000s, basically, is that concept. But does that mean we have to completely ignore it? No, as long as you do something new with it. And does this movie do something new with it? Not really, per se. I wouldn't say that I didn't find anything too new about this movie. But does that mean I didn't like it? No, you can still have a good movie, even if it's not original. It's just that, everything is going to be predictable, and you feel like you already saw all this. Because if you're just going to compare every movie to what you've seen before, you're going to be really disappointed just about every time, because just about every concept has already been done, So what matters is how you do it, and how this movie does it is very much in an excited, energetic way. Like the movie itself and the people making it and the people voicing it, they're treating this like it's not been done 100 times before. They're enthusiastic about this concept. And I think that's what makes me enthusiastic about it, is that they're not treating this like it's been done over 10,000 times before and that they're just going through the motions. Sure, you've got a lot of concepts you've seen before, like the idea of a whole bunch of the animals getting together and become anti-human, and they're like, rebellions against the humans. And I'm like, hey, if you want to do a Planet of the Apes type scenario, then why the hell don't you just freaking do it? Kill those motherfuckers. But then I remembered, oh, that's right, this is a kid's movie. No guns. But it would be awesome as all fuck seeing that bunny stab people, but no, he doesn't. He does knock the fuck out of some people, so there is that. But anyway, there's other concepts too, where you see this adorable little animal, and you realize, oh, wait a minute, he's a badass demon from hell, like the bunny rabbit, but also there's the ideas of one of the lovesick characters being all lovesick over the main character, and then at the end of the movie they're like, fuck this, I'm just gonna be assertive and aggressive and tell him what's up. And that's something we've seen 10 billion times before, and of course, the huge big one is the main storyline of the film, which is the new guy invading the main character's turf, and at first they hate each other, but then they go through story arcs where they get along because they went through an adventure together, and now they love each other, and they're the best of pals. But, do I feel like I've seen the movie before? No, and the film does sort of feel like it's giving us maybe not necessarily a dated feel, but something that is very much now and modern, the idea of living up in a condo or an apartment with a bunch of pals, and you're all a bunch of millennials, and it's got very much of that feeling of a bunch of millennials trying to deal with modern life. And the idea of being a pet is kind of like being in a relationship with a human, but they don't go all the way with that, so thank God, oh God, thank God. Oh, fuck. Oh, they forget that 5 minutes into the movie, let's not make this a full-on allegory of dating a person. Let's not do that, no, because then it would feel like the movie's about polygamy. But enough with that concept. My main gripe with the movie is that there's this implication that a character died. I try to keep these reviews different from Graviton's, because with his, he spoils the fuck out of them, and I try to keep this spoil free. So I'm not going to say who is implied to die. Don't worry, don't get your panties in a bunch and think, oh no, it's one of those cute characters I saw in the trailers. No, it's not any of them. It's someone else, and the problem with it is that when the characters find this out, that there's an implication that a certain character is dead, at first they react to it like, no, you're lying, no, this is impossible. And then some stuff happens, and then some other stuff happens, and I keep waiting for them to get back to that plot line of the implication that a character is dead, and they never do. They never do. And so I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Did we just completely forget about that? Did everyone, did the freaking filmmakers forget about this? Am I the only one who's spending the rest of the movie during this really happy, just hugely upbeat epilogue? Am I the only one who's going guys, aren't we forgetting the possible death that we're not even completely sure still yet actually happened? And if we're not meant to, but still, it would have been nice for one of the characters at the end to at least acknowledge that, but they never do, so that kind of felt fucked up. So because of that, I am gonna give this movie I think I'll give this movie another 3. Yeah, it was gonna be 3.5, but that hanging thread was too much, so it's gonna be another 3 out of 5 bird seeds that gets eaten off of a muscular man's head. If you didn't see the movie, that's gonna be really weird out of context. But then again, all of these ratings are probably weird as all fuck out of context. Alright, next movie, and now we are going to talk about Ice Age 5. Because fuck me if I can remember the friggin' subtitle of this movie, I don't know. Oh, that's right, Collision Course. Way to steal from Crocodile Hunter, you assholes. Respect for the deceased, okay? Respect the late and great Steve Irwin, alright? You didn't need to steal his movie title, you assholes. But anyway, alright, let's do it. Ice Age 5. So the fiends go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The fiends go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. They go marching on to see what the fuck is going on. They keep marching on to see what the fuck. Oh my god. Look at that!
Holy shit! It's all the other asshole Earthlings!
So, this is where they all went. They were all kidnapped by Amanda Waller, and now they are held prisoner here. You call this peace, Graviton? Yes, but my buddies put them here because they were forced by Amanda Waller. It's all good now. I just need to find where the hell they are. You see, after Amanda Waller fled, our first priority was to free all these people. But then we decided to have a friends' night out, paint the town red. None of us really know where the time went, so we forgot to unleash all of them. I'm sorry. Okay? Alright? I forgot. Although, from what I remember, we tried to at first, but it was very difficult. There's like a lock system, and I think only Amanda Waller knew the code. We probably should have thought that out. Well, wherever your friends are, they better get their ass here right now. Oh look, I think there's one of them coming up here right now. Hello there.
Who the fuck are you, people?
Oh, you still think they're friendly? Wait a minute, I'm not familiar with this one.
On order of Amanda Waller, I command that all of you surrender.
See, I told you, this squad cannot be trusted.
Oh hey everybody, it's Graviton, and he's brought some more pals of his.
Oh sweet! Hi Graviton, how the hell's it going?
We were just about to do our bar crawl, but all of the bars are in family restaurants, like Dave & Buster's, TGI Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays, and Chili's. But what about Applebee's? Applebee's is a maybe, it's not priority. But definitely no Outback, out of respect for you-know-who.
Yeah, thanks mate, but I can handle the stereotypes quite fine.
We rented out a party van and everything.
There will be no parties. We are shutting this whole thing down. We saw your prison.
Yeah, I forgot, Graviton. We still need to deal with that.
I know, right? We keep procrastinating. Oh, silly us. We're just a bunch of silly gooses. See you guys? It's all a misunderstanding. Oh, really? Then how do you explain this guy?
Oh, you mean old Slade? He didn't get the memo. Sorry, Slade. You've been kept in the dark. There's been a change of plans. Amanda Waller is no longer in the picture, mate. She's gone. We are the masters of our own destinies now. Is that it, then? So, Amanda Waller no longer wants to imprison all of you. Well then, I guess that means that I'll do it!
Oh, I see what's going on. They still are set in their ways, just under new management. No, that's not what's going on here. Guys, you need to explain. Oh, I understand completely, Graviton. Oh, you do, Collector? Yes, this Suicide Squad knows what's going on. Look at this perfect collection. All of these living beings being displayed like a museum. This is what I aspire to. How much for your collection?
It's not for sale, mate.
Now you're siding with them, are you, Collector? Maybe that is what's going on. Hello, new friends. They're not your new friends, they're my new friends. They're betraying you, Graviton. That's how set in their ways they are. They need to be dealt with. Huh, so you guys want to kill us, is that what you're saying? Guys, we need to settle down here, okay? Well, maybe combat is what needs to happen. to keep them from adding to their collection. Oh, adding to the collection, you say? Can we?
Yeah, sure, why not? This prison is about to get a hell of a lot bigger.
No, guys, don't do this. Don't fight.
I'm afraid we're left with no choice, Graviton. They're forcing our hand, and we need to defend ourselves.
Dynamite!
Well, I guess we're gonna have to kick their ass. Not unless we kick your ass first.
No! This is exactly what I was afraid of! No! Don't do this, guys! Don't! And that's my rating of Ice Age Continental... Oh wait, that was the last one. See, that's how awful these iceberg first Ice Age fuck movies are. They just all like merge in together now. They just all merge together now. Ugh. I used to be really excited about the Ice Age films. The first Ice Age movie was the first in a continuous streak of me going to the theater. Before that, I just watched one movie like every year or something. But 2002 was the year where I started to watch movies regularly in the movie theater. No longer did I have to wait months and months and months for it to be on VHS. Now, I could just go straight to the movie theater and friggin' watch it, and that was a memorable experience for me. And since Ice Age was the first of that streak, it was near and dear to my heart as a result. And so you can understand how heartbreaking that it's gotten to the point where I don't give a fuck about these movies anymore. They've just been rammed down to the ground and have gotten every little tiny inch, little tiny ounce of comedic integrity just sucks out of it. I care so little about this franchise anymore that I might as well have not seen the movie and instead just cut to something else that was happening during this and just pretend that I talked about this movie for the last few minutes when in reality I didn't even see it. Or did I? Oh! Next movie! And this one is a huge doozy. Because this movie is not a kid's movie. Now, I know this isn't really that big of a surprise that I'm reviewing a non-kids movie, because I've done that a ton of times before, so now it seems more appropriate than ever to make a big deal about this not being a kid's movie, because this is a commentary on kids' movies. I'm, of course, talking about Sausage Party.